What is up, everybody? It's your boy PipKiller94, simply known as Pip. Once again, back at it with another wrestling prediction video. Tonight, we are predicting Elimination Chamber 2024. So, as it stands, unless something drastic changes on the go-home episode of SmackDown, which I can't imagine it will, we only got 4 matches and a talk show. So, we'll just talk about the talk show real quick. Grayson Waller is hosting the Grayson Waller Effect. Walla Walla. His guest will be Cody Rhodes and World Heavyweight Champion Seth frickin' Rollins. Now, here's the thing. With Grayson Waller being a native Aussie, I definitely think that this is going to be a decent chunk of the show. I would expect this to last anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes-ish. Maybe even turn into an impromptu match between Waller and Rhodes. I would have said Waller in theory versus Rhodes and Rollins if it weren't for the fact that Rollins is still hurt. If that happens, if that does turn into a match, definitely taking Cody Rhodes, for sure. I would expect this to be a build-up for WrestleMania. The bloodline involved, definitely have like Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, maybe even Rock and Roman, but they're not advertised. I would assume they probably won't be there. Maybe you have Jay come out and attack Jimmy and further prep for that WrestleMania match. I don't know what's going to happen with the talk show, but I did want to just address it. But now we'll get into the 4 matches. And I'm also kind of going to go in the order that I think that the matches will happen. I think we're going to start with the Women's Elimination Chamber. It's Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Tiffany Stratton. This is to set up for a match against Rhea Ripley or Nia Jax, depending on who wins later in the night. Either way, it's a heel, so we probably need a good guy to win, so probably not Tiffany Stratton. Not to mention Tiffany is on SmackDown, as is Bianca Belair and Naomi, so none of them really make a whole lot of sense to me. I know that they could easily just come over, but why not have a Raw Superstar challenge for the Raw Women's Championship? So that kind of leaves Raquel, Liv, and Becky, which, interestingly enough, are the 3 best choices in my opinion, because I think Naomi's just a little too fresh back, Tiffany's got a little too much going on, and Bianca, I think, is going to have a match with Jade Cargill at WrestleMania, I hope. If not, we could definitely set up for like Bianca and Tiffany Stratton. That being said, leaving us with Raquel, Liv, and Becky. I think out of the 3 of those, Raquel is just the least likely. She just got back. She's already had opportunities, not one-on-one, but opportunities nonetheless. And it really leaves the more interesting stories of Becky Lynch trying to find her way back into the program and not having anything to really do with Rhea Ripley this whole time, but having stuff to do with Nia Jax. So, you know, if Becky wins, then it could be teasing like, oh, maybe Rhea's going to lose to Nia and set up for that Nia Jax Becky Lynch rematch. On the flip side, Liv Morgan, she definitely has a story with Rhea Ripley, a story yet to be told, a great story that I actually want to see more than I want to see Becky. I would actually rather it be Liv, but I'm going to go with Becky Lynch. I think that they've prepped for that too much to throw it down the drain now. So I'm going to take Becky Lynch to win this match and set her up to challenge the winner of the match later on, whether it be Rhea, who she has been built up to avoid this whole time, or Nia, who she clearly has issues with. So, locking it in, Becky Lynch. Now, what I think will be the next match of the night to give us a break between the chamber matches will be the Tag Team Championship match. Finn Balor and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day will be defending those undisputed tag titles against the newly named New Catch Republic, Tyler Bate and renamed Pete Dunne. I wish that Bate and Dunne weren't in this match. Not because I don't like them, I actually love them, but they just got together as a group, and I think this is going to really halt their momentum because I just don't see them winning here. I think Judgment Day has a clear program going towards WrestleMania with the, probably defending the tag titles against Awesome Truth, if I had to guess. R-Truth clearly isn't done. He'll probably get involved in this match somehow. probably accidentally help Judgment Day, or intentionally because he still thinks that he's a part of them sometimes and sometimes doesn't. I don't know. But I think that it would just be a shame to take the titles off of Judgment Day here when WrestleMania is right around the corner, and it could give Priest and Balor a big title match at the grandest show of them all. So as much as I don't like having Bate and Dunn lose and halt their momentum right as it's getting started, I just think the smart choice here is Judgment Day. But I'll say it again, and I will say it every time until it happens. Either A, actually unify those titles into one championship like we did with Roman's titles, or B, split the damn belts. I'm tired of them carrying around 2 belts, but only defending them as one. It doesn't make sense. Either defend them separately and split them, or make them 1 belt and move on. I'm tired of it. After that is when I think we'll have the men's chamber. Now, I will say I think that we have that whole talk show segment somewhere in between the 2 chambers as well. I'm just not sure whether it's before or after the tag team title match. But then we have the men's chamber match. The participants in that being Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, United States Champion Logan Paul, and L.A. Knight. Yeah. Shut up. This is to determine who will face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. For starters, Seth Rollins is a good guy. 4 of the people in this match are also good guys. Don't see us having a good guy WrestleMania match for a world title. So that would eliminate Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, and LA Knight. Maybe not Lashley. Lashley's kind of a tweener, but he's more on the good guy side right now because he's feuding with the Final Testament. So that leaves us with Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. No way the U.S. champion, Logan Paul, goes after the world champion at Mania. No way, especially with Logan Paul being part-time. The whole promo that Rollins cut about Roman being that part-time guy and this being the non-Hollywood title and blah, 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 blah. And that leaves Drew McIntyre. And I will say this as well. Drew McIntyre is also the only guy in this match that's a member of the Raw roster, which I used as an argument for the first match, and I'm going to use it again here. It doesn't make sense to have a SmackDown guy challenge for the Raw World Championship if we're actually trying to mostly enforce a brand split and people keep getting fined for showing up on the wrong brand and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't make sense. So Drew McIntyre is the only right choice here. I think that Drew is going to win. He'll probably go win the title at Mania, have his big Mania moment, maybe even get cashed in on by Priest afterwards. I will say this. I think that whoever pins Logan Paul, it's either going to be Kevin Owens or LA Knight. Whoever does is going to be the person that faces Logan Paul at WrestleMania. That's what I think. I think that it's going to be Kevin Owens if LA Knight is going to actually have a program with AJ Styles. And if he's not, then it's going to be LA Knight to challenge for the U.S. title at WrestleMania. But I would be willing to bet that Logan Paul will be eliminated by whoever will end up being his WrestleMania challenger. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to say. Logan Paul gets eliminated by either Kevin Owens or LA Knight, whoever challenges him at Mania. And then moving on, the final match, what I think will be the main event of the evening, is a Women's World Championship match where Nia Jax challenges current reigning champion Rhea Ripley. I know everybody's saying, well, Rhea's going to win. It's easy. She's the hometown hero. And that's why I do think she'll have the main event. And she is. But little fun fact, and you can look it up. You might not believe me, but Nia Jax was also born in Australia. Just a little fun fact for you. This will be the first time that we ever have 2 Australian native women, or actually, for that matter, Australian native wrestlers in the WWE competing in a singles match for a world championship. Nia Jax was, in fact, born in Australia. She is a Samoan American. She has American citizenship. She grew up in California, as far as I know. So it will be 2 Australia-born superstars in this match. I do think it'll be the main event. I don't think there's much to say here. Rhea Ripley has to win. There's no way she loses this close to WrestleMania. There's no way that this historic title reign that she's having, and this dominant reign for that matter that she's having, is going to end in her hometown, in front of her people, against someone like Nia Jax. It's not the way they end Rhea's title reign. I see this match going for a decent amount of time, probably a solid 20 minutes. Maybe not, though. I don't know if Nia can keep up with that long of a match. What I do think will happen, though, is Rhea's going to try and outmuscle Nia. She's going to struggle to do so. And then eventually she's going to catch her off guard, stun her, probably with some kind of headbutt or boot or some kind of crazy moment. And then she is going to muscle up Nia Jax for the biggest riptide that we've ever seen. And she'll get the pin. And we will close the show with Rhea Ripley holding the Women's World Championship above her head, and knowing that the Women's World Championship will be on the line at WrestleMania between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. But those are my picks. Becky Lynch to win the Women's Chamber, Judgment Day to retain, Drew McIntyre to win the Men's Chamber, Rhea Ripley to retain. Those are my picks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys think I'm wrong about anything, if you think that anything I said just didn't make sense, or maybe you completely agree. Let me know your thoughts. Hope you enjoy Elimination Chamber. For anybody watching this before the Elimination Chamber event happens, it will be on Saturday, the 24th of February at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That is the time that we are looking at for the start. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I look forward to seeing you guys for the next prediction video. I don't know if I'm going to do any AEW videos coming up, or if I'll do NXT Stand and Deliver, but I guarantee you I will be back for WrestleMania if I am not back for more predictions before then. And maybe some reactions. I'm going to try and potentially record some reaction videos to wrestling content, maybe even starting with Elimination Chamber. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. And with all that being said, as always, I am Pip. Y'all are the greatest, and when in doubt, we'll see you next time. See ya!